I'm Don Colony, Street Superintendent for the City of North Liberty. I'd just like to give you an update on what the Street Department has been doing so far this spring and early summer. We have completed our spring leaf cleanup. We back up the leaves and put it in our compost pile. We've also finished our street sweeping project. We have approximately 74 miles of streets, and then we do about 2, sometimes 3 passes to get the streets and the gutters cleaned. We've actually gotten some stormwater intake boxes cleaned, and that's per our MS4 permitting that the DNR requires. We've been out jetting sanitary sewer lines. We do so many miles of that a year to ensure that we don't have backups in the basements. And in spring, we usually have spring rains, except for this year we haven't had much rain, and we've been out patching streets, seal coat roads. We use asphalt patch, some concrete, just temporary patches. We use asphalt patch. We're starting to get into, we've finally got the money and ability to get more equipment to do large patches of concrete in concrete streets. Just recently here on South Front by Abigail, the school session was out, and we waited for that because of the school bus traffic and school traffic. We were able to get that down to 1 lane and get that poured back. We poured that back with a M4 mix, which is almost like a DOT mix. That way we poured it on Tuesday, we can open it up on Friday. Generally, in most cases, a street will break up because of the base. There's bad base, not enough rock. That's why we now have a construction inspector that actually inspects most of the streets and compaction tests. Just recently, we've been applying Portland mix and or fly ash into the base, and then that gives us better compaction. Then they put their 6 inches of rock in, and it's washed rock, and you have tile lines on each side of the curb that is utilized to drain the road bed and to use for sump pump lines for homeowners. So as we're getting bigger and technology is getting better, our streets are lasting longer, and it's a better product in a whole. But in South Front's case, it was a bad base. It cracked, and water had penetrated the base, and freeze thaw, and then the crack opened. We seal cracks with a tar, with our crack sealer. We just must have kept opening up and letting more water get in, and then that ruined the base. So we fixed the base up after we removed the concrete and put more bar in it, like I said, and it should last a long time. Panel replacements on these newer streets, what we try to do is they have a 3-year bond. The contractor has a 3-year bond, and if there's any cracking, we try to have them replace it. Then it goes into the 4th or 5th, 6th year, maybe even 12 or 15, and we start having panel issues, and we just look at each panel, see if it's worth just sealing the crack or complete tear out. And it's as we're starting to get 74 miles of streets in town, we're finding out that we're going to be doing more panel replacement, and we're very fortunate that administration and council has allowed us to get the equipment now to do the work. When we poured the concrete, it was an M4 mix, and it sets up pretty quick, so we had more guys than you know, a regular concrete crew would do. We don't do it that often, but we can get it done, and it's cheaper for the city to do it. We actually just take a board, because the forms are already there, concrete all the way around. We take a board and screed it, and that kind of levels it off, gets it pretty close to being level. Plus, as you're jiggling the concrete, it's pushing the rocks down and bringing the cream to the top. Well, then you have excess concrete on the sides. They were shoveling it off to the side. You need to find your edges and make a crack, which we'll seal later, all the way around. And then you basically work the edges with a trowel to get it pulled back, you know, into the center. And then the 4-foot bull float kind of just really gives it that last finish smooth texture, and then we broom it or rake it to give it traction. Guys did a great job on it. They haven't done a lot of concrete work. They picked up on it fast, and we had a fun morning.
Hi, I'm Dean Wheatley. I'm the Planning Director for the City of North Liberty, and going to talk a little bit about signage today. And you may realize that North Liberty is pretty tough on signage in general, and that's one of the things that keeps North Liberty looking good. Today I'll cover just a few basics about posting signs in North Liberty. The first concept to understand in signage is that of city right-of-way. We call it right-of-way. That's the standard term that's used, and it includes the city, all of the city-owned property that goes with streets. And many people think that the city's property ends at the edge of the streets, but actually it continues beyond the edges or the curbs of the street to the grassy area between the street and the sidewalk, and also includes the sidewalk and about a foot behind it. So that area you can think of as, what I mentioned further in the discussion, rights of way. That is the city right-of-way, and Nick will show you this with a little film. So now that we know what the right-of-way is, it's important to know that with only one exception, signs are not allowed to be posted in that right-of-way. The exception is directional signs posted for a very short period of time before an open house when someone's trying to sell their property. All other signs posted in the right-of-way may be removed at any time. Especially important to us are the landscape areas on 965 and at the corner of Zeller and Front Street. Those areas are regularly checked, and any signs that are found in those landscape areas, or if they're obscuring the landscape areas, will be removed immediately. Signs are not to be attached to signal posts, light posts, sign posts, or other structures in the right-of-way. They damage the finish on those structures. Why are all these restrictions necessary? There are a number of reasons. One is they're just ugly. Two, they can damage things that they're attached to. They can confuse drivers and injure pedestrians. They make mowing grass difficult for the folks who have to maintain their lawns if the signs are posted there. They're frequently left in place for long periods of time or just abandoned after they're placed. And last, and probably most logical, is if we didn't regulate signs in the right-of-way, we would have more and more of them accumulate until they're multiplied to the point where the messages are lost in the clutter. So it just doesn't make sense for us to have them out there. So what should you do if you're having a garage sale or you're selling your house without the assistance of a realtor? For home sale signs or a sign that lets others know that your house is for sale, be sure to post those in your front yard between the sidewalk and the house. Now, when you have an open house, you can have a directional sign that's in the right-of-way for 48 hours before the open house, and then remove it immediately after the open house. You should be careful when you post those signs in the right-of-way so they're not right at the intersections and create visibility problems for drivers, or so that they're not too close to the sidewalk so that they can be hazardous for pedestrians. For garage sale signs, be sure to post them on your own property between the back of the sidewalk and your house again. Now, commercial businesses are very different from these. Commercial businesses are not allowed to post any signs in the right-of-way or off of their commercial site, and those commercial signs are pretty closely regulated by the city. And you'll notice, for example, that North Liberty does not allow billboards within the corporate limits. So that's about the extent of it for today, and I hope that you're able to sell your home or have a successful garage sale, and we can make it work and still have a great looking city.
You ready? Okay, so hey, North Liberty, it's Face Nick here. On location today with my best $5 pair of sunglasses I've ever owned. Rag stock in Iowa City, folks. That's a Face Nick secret, free of charge for you. We're here to talk today about Kaboom. That's right, Kaboom is a national organization that just labeled North Liberty as a 2012 Playful City USA community. That means we are committed to fun and recreation, where we have innovative programs to get children active, playing, and healthy. That's right. You know, we're coming out of winter here. Face Nick is slimming down too, right? Everybody is. We're all trying to. Face Erica is saying yes, this is good. It's almost summer. School's almost out. And what outdoor summer fun things do we have for kids and families? Well, I'm glad you asked, Face North Liberty. No, you're not Face North Liberty. You're just North Liberty. I'm glad you asked, North Liberty. We've got a few things. Since we were one of only 3 cities in Iowa recognized as a Playful City USA, Playful City? Playful City USA. Let's highlight a few of those things. Well, right now we are at North Liberty's largest park, Penn Meadows, here in well, I guess now it's sort of the east side of town. It used to be the center of town. Now it's the east side of town, right? Right off of Dubuque Street. We've got a gorgeous, brand new 3-story tall play structure. We've got lots of ball diamonds out here. We've got park shelters. We have all sorts of gorgeous green space that Guy Goldsmith and his crew help maintain and keep beautiful for you folks. My notes here say that this giant play structure, 3 stories, that's probably taller than, that is taller than pretty much every other building in North Liberty, to be honest with you. It has, according to Face Erica, all sorts of bells and whistles. And I don't think she means literal bells and whistles. I think she means like fun things to play with. Like, here is Ryan Heyer enjoying the play structure. Another thing we have here in North Liberty is, of course, fishing is allowed in all the city-owned ponds. And all of our city-owned ponds are, in fact, stocked from the DNR with channel cats and bluegills and bass. Or is it bass? I don't remember. Anyway, so bass or bass, the drop. Anyway, what's going on? You can come out here and fish. In fact, on June 2nd is free fishing weekend. And out here at Liberty Center, you can come out and folks from the rec center, folks from parks, folks from the DNR will all be out here to help you to fish here in the pond, as well as have some informative programming and treats. They usually have some treats. Not healthy for you treats, but like, so we'll pretend, but you'll be outside enjoying the weather on Free Fishing Weekend. That's June 2nd. And details can be found online. I'm gonna walk out of frame now so that I can walk back in somewhere else. All right, watch this. This is a pretty cool trick. So other things that we have here at the city, we have a nature backpack program where you can go over to the community center, check out a themed backpack that's full of educational stuff, books, guides, whistles, what have you, crafts, to learn more about nature, to get you out and about. Those are available at the community center. We have some new programming, Wise Kids Outdoors, which is an outdoor education and recreation program to promote wellness. Some things that they're going to do some geology, some birds, and some maps and geocaching. If you don't know what geocaching is, that's using like a little GPS unit to essentially find a hidden treasure that's out and about in the world. We also have several baseball, softball, and tennis leagues for kids and adults throughout the summer. I also don't forget that we have these gorgeous trails throughout the city. We have about 21 miles of trail, including this trail, which goes all the way down to Coralville. The newest Dubuque Street Trail, which goes all the way down to Iowa City, and throughout the parks, Penn Meadows, Liberty Center, and elsewhere. So do take advantage of those. Wear your bike helmet. Face Nick always wears a bike helmet when he's on his bike. Not in front of the camera, but when he's on his bike. So do wear a helmet and have a good, safe summer. And I'll see you around.
What a time that it seems like your old lady can because you're doing the same. Hey, you say you gotta work late and then you're gonna hang out with your boys. She said, that's okay, baby. Me and the girls going up to make noise. And you say, that's strange. Oh, Lordy, that's strange. Because you're doing the same. Hey, I'll break it down for you now. You might think you're slick, meeting up with the girls around the corner. When you know you need to quit acting crazy, treat your baby like you oughta. Cause if you don't keep them home fire burning, your baby will be gone. Then you'll be standing like a sad-faced round broken hearted all alone. Or your friends are gonna be pointing them fingers saying she's to blame. But you know deep down in your mind, all she did was do the same. And you say that's strange, oh Lordy, that's strange, because you're doing the same. Hey, oh, hey. Hanging out with your boys, just to find your baby or someone else upstairs making trouble noise, and you say that's strange, oh Lordy, that's strange, because you're doing the same. Hey, I'll break it down for you one more time. You might think you're slick meeting up with the girls around the corner, or when you know you need to quit acting crazy, treat your baby like you oughta. Cause if you don't keep them home fires burning, your baby will be gone. Then you'll be standing like a sad-faced clown, broken hearted all alone. Or your friends are gonna be pointing them fingers, saying she's to blame. But you know deep down in your mind, all she did was do the same. And you say that's strange, oh Lordy, that's strange, because you're doing the same. Hey, oh, she's just doing the same. Hey, 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 oh, she's just doing the same. Hey, 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 oh, she's just doing the same thing that you've been doing to her all them lonely nights. She's just doing the same. Hey, 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 hey.
I'm 17 years old. I'm going to be a senior at Clear Creek this fall, and I'm part of the teen volunteers at the North Liberty Library. I volunteer in their volunteer group, the Teen Advocate group, and I also help with the summer reading program. I've done it since I was like 12. Tonight's the summer reading program kickoff, so we offer stuff like the Hills Bank and us team together. We offer things like free food, so they have like hot dogs and drinks over there. There's a bouncy house. These kids are doing Legos over there. We have ice cream, some more building things. This is the theme this year's construction. I think they enjoy it. I mean, we weren't able to have it last year. I think it was rained out. I don't quite remember. It was pretty bad weather, so the kids seem to enjoy it because I mean, there's free food. The parents like that too. I mean, kids like hot dogs and ice cream. There's a make your own ice cream place with the toppings bar. Kids really like that, so that's fun. They seem to be having a good time, and you know, the bouncy house, you can never go wrong with the bouncy house, so they're having a pretty good time with that. Probably, I mean, for kids, like the stuff they can do, also they want to get the kids signed up in the reading program so they don't lose what they learned all year. That's really important for a lot of the parents, signing their kids up so they don't lose it, and then the kids, some of them say they aren't going to enjoy it, but then they actually end up having fun because we do some really fun stuff, so. I mean, we usually get most of the ones that don't say they don't want to be there, and they usually enjoy it by the end of the summer. So that's always rewarding. We're going to be doing our weekly programs. They're on Tuesdays from, I think we're doing them 10:30 to 12:30. It might be earlier, it might be 8:30 to 10:30. We've been trying to do like a 2-hour window on Tuesday mornings. And and those are for the kids, like kindergarten-ish, like preschool, kindergarten, all the way up to 6th grade. And then we have a teen program for 7th grade and up in the afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. So we're going to be doing activities this year. The highlights we're kind of planning on do a lot of building. We're going to try and make a big sandbox in the back of the library, the rec center. Hopefully that'll work out. Possibly build like a life-size maze, play some life-size games. We're probably going to do a Lego one. Always do like a reading week, so we read a book, or we always try and read a book every week to do with the topic. It kind of depends, but the theme's construction, so we're going to be building a lot or designing. Like we were thinking about doing the shoebox activity where you get shoe boxes and you decorate them and turn them into whatever you want. Kids really have fun with that because, I mean, they're really creative. If your kids are interested or whatever, like kids are interested, just make sure to get them signed up and they'll end up having a good time. We just do some fun things. We try and get some guest speakers too. And since the library is going under construction this year, it's going to be a fun theme because they're going to watch the library transform as they're building things too. So that's always like a fun thing for kids to see.
Right now we started filling on Monday. We're going to go through and vacuum the pool, backwash quite often to get whatever we can out of the water, and then we will start adding chemicals on Friday. We try to fill it up early, one, because we want the water to be warm enough. We also want to get staff training in before Memorial Day weekend, and we want them outside in the outdoor pool so that way they're used to their stations and zones and rotations before the opening weekend. The pool will open Memorial Day weekend. It'll be open that Saturday, Sunday, Monday from 12 to 6. Regular summer hours will be Monday through Friday, 1 to 9, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12 to 6, with potential rentals afterwards. The pool is always available for parties. Like I said, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can rent the pool from 6 to 7:30 or 7:45 to 9:15, whether it's a birthday party. We've had some class reunions here and just small get-togethers. We will be adding the private lessons as we did during the fall on Tuesday, Thursday evenings. Those will be inside. Our other swim lessons, we'll have our group lessons Monday through Friday mornings for 2-week sessions, and then Monday, Wednesday evenings for 4-week sessions indoors. For kids to come to the pool by themselves, they do need to be at least 10 years of age. If they're 9 years old or younger, they need to come with someone that's 16 years of age or older. This year we have added in the past a deep end band. So when kids come that are younger than 12 years of age, they do need a deep end band that proves that they've taken a deep end test. If they do lose their band, it is a $2 fee to get that band replaced, and they need to go to the concession stand for that. If any kid needs to take the deep end test, they'll want to go to the indoor lifeguard that's standing by the deep end. They will conduct all the deep end tests at the beginning of summer. Everyone will need to retake any tests for the summer seasons. General admission is going to be $3 for 3-year-olds to 18-year-olds. Adults is going to be $4. We do have double dollar days on the first weekend of June, July, and August, and then we are offering a movie night, which will be free on July 21st. Some features we do have our diving board, which is a 1 meter. We do have a high dive, which is a 3 meter. We have 2 large slides and then a small play feature with a slide for younger kids, along with our mushroom sprays. And then floatables, which are just large flotations that kids can play on. We will be doing our 3rd annual dog swim the weekend after Labor Day on that Sunday, following the Iowa State game. We are changing the hours. We are going to start at 11 o'clock and we'll go till 3 p.m. that day. People can pre-register. It'll be $5 for pre-registry. Day of is going to be $7. They just need to bring proof of their shots with distemper and rabies.